Hey guys, today I'm going to show you really quick how I usually edit skin in Photoshop. This is the photo we have so far. As you can see, there are some blemishes around here that we want to remove. They are quite visible because when I edited this photo, I dragged down the luminance of the red tones, and this usually makes pimples and everything we don't want to see in the skin pop out even more. And today we are going to remove them. So I usually start by creating a second layer called skin. Why? Because we do not want to change the original photo. So I have the skin layer created, and then I usually go ahead and create a black and white layer and drag down the reds. I do this to make the blemishes pop out, to make them pop out even more, that they are more visible, that it is easier for us to edit them and remove them. Okay, so over on the right side, I have my skin layer selected. Then I first start by using the healing brush. Adjusting it a bit. Something around this should be fine. And then make sure that you have current and below layer selected. And then what you have to do is simply click Alt, select the part of the skin that is fine, and draw over the part that you want to remove. Sometimes I like to go ahead and rotate the photo in between and then edit the photo, the skin, from a different angle, because sometimes if you are always zoomed in that much, your eyes get tired and you might not see some spots that actually need to be removed, and rotating the photo helps your eyes to refresh. Okay, so this is the first step of editing the skin. What I then like to do is create a new layer with the skin layer, skin changes applied. We can delete the black and white layer, and then go ahead and add a filter, a high pass filter. Choose a radius that makes some of the skin texture and probably also the hair texture look through the or shine through the gray layer on top. So I wouldn't say like this is like way too high, this is like too low, you can't see anything. So I'd say around here it should be fine. Change the blend mode to overlay. Like this. And if you take a closer look now, you can see that the skin is sharpened. A bit more blurry, more sharpened. But we don't want everything to be sharpened, right? We just want to select some areas that appear to be more sharpened. So let's add an inverted layer mask. You can see now it's gone again. But we will blend it in or draw it in again, let's say it like that, by selecting our brush tool, reducing the size a bit. And you have to choose the white color. The white color has to be in the background. You have to have the layer mask selected. And opacity can be around, let's say, 20%. Then you simply start to draw. I also always like to sharpen some of the hair that is around the face as well. But in general, this should be fine. It should not be like too much. Okay, so this is actually the skin retouch in the beginning. Now let's add another black and white layer and apply some touch and burn. To do so, we add two curves. Darker one and brighter one. So actually, oh, and then inverted again. So actually, you can use touch and burn to remove everything related to skin, like wrinkles, pimples, blemishes of another kind. I don't know, everything. And you can also use it to add some highlights and shadows, more or less like contouring. Here in this case, we're just going to remove some of these shadows that we do not want to have and maybe apply some kind of contouring by adding some shadows here and there and some highlights maybe to the hair and yeah, so on. That's it. So first the local and then a bit more global, let's call it global, touch and burn. So to do so, so now I first want to remove the shadows underneath her eye, like a bit. I want to make them blend in better. And therefore I select the second curve we created, which is actually making the photo a bit brighter. We select our brush tool and of course the layer mask and reduce the opacity, to 100 and the flow to 4. And then we simply start drawing again. Okay, this is even too much. By having the white color selected, we add something. And if you have the black color selected, you remove something. Let's say we are happy with this as a more or less local Dutch and burn. So now let's go, actually, so let's say we're happy with this as a local Dutch and burn. So we can now go ahead and add some global highlights and shadows. Okay, so first we removed some of the spots and blemishes with the healing brush tool, and then we went ahead and added some highlights and shadows with touch and burn. And this is the final image.